Hello everybody and welcome back to the Alien vs Predator Galaxy YouTube channel. This is Aaron Percival, aka Corporal Hicks.
And this is Adam Zeller, aka RidgeTop.
And we're back to continue our Let's Play of Monolith and Sierra's Aliens, well I suppose I'm Fox Interactive as well, Aliens vs Predator 2. How long ago was it? A couple of months maybe? Went through the Alien campaign. And what with Predator Hunting Grounds coming, well, the trial weekend coming up this next weekend, I'm in a bit of a Predator mood, and I thought you guys might be in a bit of a Predator mood as well. So I figured we continue with our Let's Play and do the Predator campaign. Now, since RidgeTop finished us off with Aliens, I'm going to be starting with the first mission, which is Hunt. As always, we're going to play it through on normal. "19 years before the incident."
So we start this with a flashback
to our antagonist, a very young Rykov, and us, the Predator known as Baal and Prince. Baal, I think, came from the concept art for the game. Prince is just a fan moniker, I think, because of one of the data logs later on, or it might have even been one of the mission briefings, where they explain that they think this Predator is Predator royalty. I mean, let's give him credit here. Not only survived a shoulder cannon blast to the chest, presumably, but he also survived a pretty big fall.
Yeah. I don't know if you could call Rykov an antagonist, because I mean, who wouldn't want revenge?
Yeah, well,
he's the Predator.
It's the Predator antagonist, yes.
But the Predator is somewhat of an antagonist himself.
But we're always the hero of our own story.
I guess you're right. So this, if you look at the back of it, this is like the Predator 2 ship. You can see the entry hallway and everything.
Very much Monolith's take on the Predator 2 ship.
You're overdue for your medication.
It slows the mind. I wish to be effective.
Pain won't make you effective.
General Rykov, I've picked it up again. Definitely some sort of thermal anomaly.
Meteor?
No, sir. It's slowing down. Sir, it's changing course. Zeta region.
We have remote monitors there.
Good.
Man, I just love the look of the characters in that old Lith Tech engine. Like, I think for us, it's just as iconic as like the original Half-Life. Just, it's so nostalgic.
Why aren't they cloaked?
I know, right? The Predator ships can cloak.
Yes, sir.
Maybe the Predators are not expecting humans at this point.
Indeed. So, it's been 6 days since the incident.
The energy surge came from this general area.
I'm not reading anything now.
Well, there was definitely something here very recently.
Okay, sorry.
Fisher, check out the observation point.
I like
refer
to be
Pod 5?
No, it's
Or the whole story?
it's the whole story. It's them getting the distress call and everything, isn't it? Anyway, so I always try and be quiet to let the dialogue go through, and I start to talk and then they start up again. So what we got? Weyland-Yutani debriefing the incident. Appendix M, Rykov's journal. I've seen enough. The Zeta site is not pilot technology. The scientists have dated the artifacts found there. They are young, hundreds of years old at most. I recognize the carvings. It is my enemy, returned. I should have anticipated as much. This land is too rich with trophies. It is perfect for their kind. Still, I will not fail this time. Although the scientists do not understand the full technology, they have already begun to unravel the strange gear. Given time, we will find their weakness. Given time. I wonder if he's actually managed to hunt any of the
Predators?
Yeah, or
at this point?
yeah.
I doubt it.
I love these funky trees for the Predator missions.
Some fun little platforming to be had.
Alright. Where are you guys? Where are they gone?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's what I get for letting them talk. What the?
They wandered off, yeah. That's odd.
There's nowhere else for them to go. Is there? I've already got lost on this stupid
Oh, man.
mission.
Yeah, I've never had that happen to me. Maybe it was a bug or something, I don't know. They just disappeared. He's like, no, I'm gonna find him.
Well, I'm trying to even find the way out. I don't even...
The way out was up there. You jumped onto
that was the way I came in. Oh no, it's here. It's here,
Oh,
you
okay. Maybe that's where they walked off.
bloody dumbass. You know what? I made
Yeah, there they are.
that same kerfuffle when I started playing this. Okay, so it wants me to use my shoulder cannon. Not shoulder cannon.
I always use, the spear gun.
Spear gun.
I love how he laughs when you decapitate them. He's like...
I always found it was dodgy this one never gave you... well, how would it penalise you for killing all these unarmed folk? I love that you can always go collect the heads
Get
and
your
the
spear back,
spears, yeah. It's like you get a little head mark for the for all the heads that you take.
Yeah, and the Predator does like a
The roar.
trophy roar, yeah. But he finds it pretty amusing when he pops their heads off with a spear gun.
Where's the head? It's over there. Okay. Well, after that terrible start, I feel like we're on the way.
I guess, like, as far as the honor thing's concerned, like, it makes me think of AVP, the movie, where I guess if it's what they consider their territory, maybe it's fair game. And since they were on this world first and the humans are kind of trespassing.
Where'd the other body go? Alright, fair enough.
So you're gonna come across your first predator friend here.
There he is. Mr. Light Predator. Wants me to go get a spear from him. Combi stick, sorry, it's called in this game.
I think this is the first predator we've seen with the shorter dreadlocks. Well, maybe not. Maybe one of the predators in the Lost Tribe had shorter dreadlocks. I can't remember.
You know, I honestly don't know. I don't think any of the... Well, AVP Classic
Didn't Snake had shorter dreadlocks, I think, than the others.
I couldn't tell you.
The Lost Tribe. Anyway, you were about to say?
In terms of character model and stuff, I don't think Classic had differing ones either. No, was that it? Oh, where's it going?
He's just gonna go stand over there and then maybe disappear. Because he cloaks and he's just...
Oh, this is interesting. What's this on the back of my hand? Not seen that before.
Yeah, he's really cloaked, huh?
Yeah. Not even the... Okay, fair enough. I'll leave you be, mate. You crack on.
What's on my forearm?
Oh, funny.
I will say, I do think, turn around for a second. I think these big green toxic lakes are pretty cool. That's one of the things I really like about this game is just the variety of environments you have on this planet. I think you'd see that again in AVP 2010, like you had a very kind of sandstone water area, and then you moved on to the jungle. So I do like when we have games on other worlds in the franchise that are very diverse in their environments.
Yeah. I mean, as cool as it is to see things like, you know, Hadley's Hope, there's only so much rock, barren rock landscapes you can take.
Yeah. And now we have kind of like a woodland area in here.
The trees.
With the funky trees.
Yeah.
The platform trees.
If I remember rightly, you can actually do this bit in 2 paths. We can go here, or I think there's a... Yeah, or we can go there. Let's go this way.
But they made the world look pretty alien.
Yeah, it certainly feels the part. Not arguing with you there. I thought you were here.
The tall red grass and everything. Yeah, that's cool. Nice.
Boosh.
All 3.
Was the spear gun in Classic? I can't remember.
Yeah, it was.
Was it the same design?
I think it looked similar. I know he like pulls it apart, like it
Telescoping
transforms.
kind of thing, yeah. Well, that's just part of Predator technology, I think, isn't it? It's just...
This one does the same thing, doesn't it? If you switch weapons,
Yeah, I think so.
it'll like fold
Yeah,
itself
because
up.
it kind of went into itself then. Yeah. What do you prefer? Oh, there's gonna be some people coming. Spear gun wise, in terms of design.
They actually, it's been a while since I've played Classic 2000, and I guess I didn't really look at the spear gun design too much. But from what I recall, it's similar design. Like it has this, both of them have the scope on it, I think.
Well, it's distinctively different in Concrete Jungle.
Yes, in Concrete Jungle, it's more like a hand weapon.
Cannon kind of thing.
It has
yeah.
this like crescent shape with these little spears in it. I thought that was kind of weird. I prefer it to be like a rifle.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah, I like it better in this. But then one of the new NECA figures, one of the reissues of the Lost Tribe they're doing, they have a pretty...
Nice.
He just tried to stagger me. Oh, that wasn't me. Oh yeah, that's our other
your
predator.
other predator friend. Yeah. The heavy. It's like, come here.
I've got another present for you.
The disc. The cheapest weapon in the game.
Yeah. Never use it.
Oh, I always use it.
Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so one of the NECA Ultimate Lost Tribe guys, that comes with like a new kind of rifle. That looks pretty cool, actually. I thought it looked quite cool. Although I know saying the word NECA makes you suddenly...
You have to bring that up every time. I can appreciate the stuff they're doing. Yes, as far as the re-releases go, it's nice that they have these various accessories, some of which we had never seen before. And I did notice that Predator rifle looks pretty cool. I don't think we ever saw the spear gun in Predator 2, though, right? We only
ever saw the spear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
Surprised it came back.
No, the rest didn't. Sole survivor.
So I heard.
You hear about the
Having
rescue?
themselves a
Well,
chat.
It didn't go well. Bugs got to the APC. I guess most of the rescue team got seriously burned.
The doc seems fine enough.
Seems so, yeah.
So they're talking about Eisenberg's rescue. We actually see where he, that location.
We do, with the landing pad and everything? In the Predator campaign?
Yeah. There's some later on that you can absolutely nail multiple times with the spears, and it looks hilarious seeing them run around with with all these spears sticking out the back of them.
Well, did you see the pose he did when he fell there? Like, you have to give Monolith props for a 2001 game. Like, if you shoot them in different parts of their body, it'll react differently, and they'll fall in different ways. So,
all right. So this is a bunch of notes in this area. October 15th, we have arrived. From now on, I'll refer to Earth-dated notation for these logs, although days here run short, while nights feel interminable. The air is thin, just walking around causes our people to strain. We've set up base camp in the broken land south of the hive. The synthetics have cleared the foliage and are currently adding a minefield and sentry gun emplacements. As I argued so often to the funding committee, human integrity conquers all. So this little observation post that we're in now, there's a ton, I say a ton of, there's a good few of these. November 7th, the hive appears dormant. The remote rover has found xenomorph traces but no active specimens. The synths have begun explorations. Many signs of the carrier species. We call them pilots. Unexplained structures jut from the earth, and mysterious shafts vanish underground, all exhibiting the distinct architecture of the ship from LV-426. Although these archaeological remnants come as little surprise, we followed the ship's flight telemetry here. After all, I found it all a bit unnerving. So yeah, that's actually a bit of sequel bait about how this connects to the last game, because that was all based around well, the Marine campaign was based around, the start of it was based around the derelict, and they found flight data in there that led them to LV 1201, I think is where this game takes place. They talked about it a lot in the lead up to the game's release. You know, if you go back through way back and read like AVP News and Planet AVP and stuff like that, it's like all part of the pre-release hype and stuff for this, as that little detail.
I never realized that before. That's cool that it ties into the first game like that. We also need to play through that one. It's been too long for me.
Yeah, same. November 15th, the synths have caught glimpses of aliens smaller than those observed on LV-426. I have named them runners. They stray great distances from the hive, especially at night. At night. We are careful to return to the observation posts as a precaution, but they appear uninterested in us. They seem to be looking for something. The hive itself remains dormant. I believe this dormancy itself. Oh my life! I believe this dormancy may be tied to severe climatic conditions. Our initial analysis of the flora seems to corroborate this theory. But what are they waiting for? Cooler temperatures, increased humidity, or something else? I'm not sure what that's actually tying into. November 25th, the runners remain a cipher. Yesterday afternoon they abruptly attacked Weller, but have since returned to their prior disinterest in us. The attack may have been prompted by his proximity to the hive. In any case, his death is a grim reminder not to let our guard down. December 12th, the rockweeds bloomed today. If my theories are correct, this means an end to dormancy. How do you pronounce that name? McCulloch? Our security chief insists that we must withdraw to a safer vantage. Nonsense, I say. We are here to observe and collect data. We must witness the transformation. I wonder who's supposed to be the author of these. January 1st. Happy New Year. The hive is awake. We are stranded. Last night our perimeter defences were interrupted by the most severe storm we've seen thus far. It was as if they knew, for within minutes their drones swept through our encampment, slaughtering everybody in their path and crippling our dropship. McCulloch is gone. For what it is worth, he was brave at the end, brave and dead. January 10th, end of the line. We made the run without a single casualty, but we're as good as dead. We've nowhere else to go. Not enough food, but more importantly, not enough water. Observation Post 4 has been overrun. The camera link shows it awash with aliens. They swarm around the place, right up and over the emergency food stores. They seem to be taunting us. Is it that? Do they know we can see them? They don't understand how resourceful we humans can be, or at least how resourceful I can be. I will not starve. I think this is supposed to be Eisenberg writing that. I think that's a jab at him eating the dude.
I don't know, that was a different area, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I think the implication here is that these have been pushed back from observation post to observation post. January 4th, we're trying to adjust, it is hard. 17 of us left, holed up inside observation post 2. If we stretch our rations, particularly the water, the supply should last 4 or 5 days. By then, we'll have to break for OP3 towards the hive. I estimate its remaining stores will buy us another week, about a week. OP4 should hold us for an additional month. This means 2 months without food before the next supply ship is due. If we can reach all of the observation posts, we might survive. December 14th. McCulloch is having fits. He's found a device, very advanced technology, yet stylized with a tribal flair. It does not match the pilot species. In fact, McCulloch thinks it's recent, less than a decade old. It appears to be a weapon. Of course, he's now terrified. I tried to convince him what a tremendous opportunity this is. After all, we came to learn. Still, we will limit our risks. Radio traffic is being kept to a minimum, and we shall camouflage as best we can. Better we spot them than they spot us. And I think that's pretty much the biggest info dump for the Predators. November 27th. Our remote probes show the runner activity is linked to increased pheromones discharged from the hive wall, along with extremely high frequency sound waves. Perhaps the covered cranium of the alien operates as a resonance chamber, boosting, receiving, and transmitting their ultrasonic communications. If so, the runners must stay close to the hive to maintain contact. With study, one might learn to duplicate their language, perhaps even replace their orders with some of my own. An entertaining theory, at least. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be Eisenberg.
I mean, this whole planet's full of scientists, though. Like, this is a scientist colony.
So. It's the line about not starving that makes me think it's him. Perhaps if we knew.
Yeah, that was kind of a cool concept, because didn't we find a log in the Alien campaign that pretty much said he was a cyborg now or something?
I don't think it was in the Alien campaign because you can't read the logs. But
oh, that's right.
I do think that we'll learn it somewhere.
That's weird, though. Like, if he was alive and not critically injured, why they would do that?
Oh no, they've caught some of our brothers. And sisters, perhaps.
Nice.
Not getting those skulls back. See, I like this little area as well.
Yeah, the waterfall's a little thin, though.
Yeah.
But it's one of the few in the game, so I can forgive it.
Where they gone?
Yeah, we'll get those.
There's some clean cuts on the bottom as well. Funny. I always make... you know how much I bitch about overmorph and how much that gets used these days? It's kind of funny when you think about just how much of the vernacular and terminology comes from the games. Because like Runner, that, as long as I've been a fan, that, you know, that's been a thing.
That came from AVP
because,
2.
yeah, that came from this.
Although I've never really seen it officially called a runner anywhere else. They always just call it the dog alien. Or in 2010 it was the jungle alien.
Yeah, they gave it the spitting ability, didn't they?
But yeah, most fans just call it a runner because of this game, in my experience.
Yeah, same. So it just amuses me how much we take from the games.
Like Praetorian, like that came from the first game initially, I think, right?
Well, the concepts existed for a while because it was in the third comic. Oh, hang on. The concept was in the third comic. Although the wiki seems to want to call them as paladins for some reason. I don't know why.
I think they were just called like Queen's Guards in the first comic appearances, right? Something like that.
They were never referred to as a Praetorian. That came from the games. I think that came from this one. I don't think it's in any of the others. And speaking of,
it was in
we
Classic
should
2000. Your first alien here.
be getting our first Praetorian here. Where are you?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he hops down from there.
Yeah,
There he is.
Yeah.
He's like, come fight me. Stop taunting me. It's very easy
that
first
was-
level boss
yeah.
fight.
They get harder. So yeah, they get a lot harder actually. You fight them in. It's the mission where you end up at the observation point where they find Eisenberg, and one shows up there, and it was rock solid. At least while I was playing my practice runs. But yeah, that is mission 1 of the Predator campaign, and the actual story is going to ramp up now because we've lost some Predator brethren to Rykov and the Weyland-Yutani personnel here. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Please feel free to leave comments. Let us know, if you're enjoying these playthroughs. Let us know if there's any suggestions or anything. Because I did notice that a trend is, the viewership drops off towards the end of the campaigns. So, are we boring? Are we not got enough interesting stuff talking? Are we just too shit at the games? Is it not interesting to watch? Please let us know. We do these things for everybody out there. We want you guys to be enjoyed and to be entertained and enjoy what we're saying and what tidbits and stuff we might have for you. So please do give us that feedback. If you are enjoying everything, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Be sure to like the videos, as all that works into YouTube's algorithms and all that rubbish. We do have other content. We've got podcasts and stuff on all the normal podcast channels, Spotify, iTunes, all that good stuff. And we also have our website, avpgalaxy.net. So please swing by, check out some of the news, maybe have a look at the forums and stuff. Join in with the community.
Yeah, one of our recent podcasts, episode 100, was with someone who worked on this game, Nathan Cheever.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to learn a little bit more about the development and process of AVP2, I believe we have that one uploaded on our channel.
Yes. And going forward, we'll be uploading all our podcasts onto YouTube through video, actually, instead of just like a pretty picture. So giving you more visual goodness on here. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching. This has been Corporal Hicks.
RidgeTop.
Signing off.